Hi everyone, I'm Sophie. I'm currently at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. And today I will continue sharing from The Promise, the biography of my guru, His Eminence, the 25th Sam Tuku Rinpoche. And we will start from page 305. Sha Ganden and Serpong, 2014. Rinpoche had continuously supported both Sha Ganden and Serpong monasteries since their inception in various ways, including donating a year's supply of books and basic necessities to all school-going monks, offering medicines and vitamins to elderly monks, sponsoring medicines and vitamins to elderly monks, sponsoring teachings and initiations such as those of Guja Samaja and Manjushri, sponsoring large statues, pujas and rituals, and even sponsoring the best medical care and treatment for Abbot Emeritus Kensho Rinpoche Lobsang Pende. In 2013, Rinpoche sponsored an elaborate Tensok long life puja for His Holiness Kapje Trijang Choktru Rinpoche and His Eminence Kensho Rinpoche Lobsang Pende, so that these precious Dharma masters would continue to live long and benefit the monastic community. In October 2014, 30 students went on a pilgrimage to Sha Ganden Monastery in India, making offerings of 700 white Tara statues, monk robes, and Dharma texts to the entire monastic community in dedication to Sam Rinpoche's long life. Just like the offerings to Ganden Shatse in 2006, this was also one of the largest offerings that any single monk had made to the monastery. Page 306. And you see pictures of the monastery. Page 307. The caption: making offerings to His Eminence the Third Domo Geshe Rinpoche on behalf of Sam Rinpoche. Caption of the picture: offering a white Tara statue to His Eminence Kensho Rinpoche Lobsang Pende, the Abbot Emeritus of Sha Ganden Monastery, on behalf of Sam Rinpoche and Kechara. You see, all the monks are receiving their statues of white Tara as well. Page 309. Everything I had I gave away to others. It was not much at that time, but it felt like millions to me because that's all I had. Sam Rinpoche. A life of giving continues. No story of Sam Rinpoche would be complete without accounts of his immense kindness and generosity. The donations Rinpoche received are only used for four purposes: the monasteries, Dharma organizations, his teachers, and his students. His life itself is a study of the six perfections, and Rinpoche has made it a practice to offer material assistance and compassionate care to both individuals and communities who need them, even if they are perfect strangers. In his eyes, there is nothing that separates one sentient being from another, and in his care for all sentient beings, we see the teachings of equanimity come to life. Close students have lost count of the number of times Rinpoche would suddenly stop to give money to a homeless or sick person, teach them a sacred mantra, and even make detours to buy them clothes and provisions. In other times, he would stop to feed and bless stray animals in his path, always ensuring that he had a fresh supply of pet food and water at hand. To bless the animals, Rinpoche would also recite mantras of Medicine Buddha, Manjushri, Chenrezig, and Doje Shukden. Perhaps those who can best attest to Rinpoche's tremendous generosity are his students, who are not only prime witnesses of his charitable giving, but also beneficiaries of his magnanimity. Just like his precious lives, Rinpoche not only gives his students the Dharma, but also ensures that they are fed, clothed, and housed, even paying their bills as needed, so that they will have no obstacles to learning the Dharma. It would be hard to find someone who has so little for himself, yet continuously gives so much to everyone else without asking for anything in return. Giving unconditionally is who Rinpoche is, and it is a quality that distinguishes him from others. His most generous gift to humanity is the Dharma that he has tirelessly taught for decades, which has culminated in the founding of Kachara in 2000. Page 310. Caption of the picture on the left. Known for his generosity and compassion, Rinpoche continues to provide for those in need. Page 311. Caption of the picture on the top right. Rinpoche provides for his students to the best of his ability, ensuring they have what they need in order to concentrate on their Dharma practice. Caption on the right. Wherever he goes, Rinpoche gives sustenance and Dharma to everyone who is able to receive it. And on the left, Rinpoche's compassion also extends to animals that have no way of repaying his kindness. Page 312. Rinpoche is the founder and spiritual advisor of Kachara, a progressive spiritual organization that seeks to create a conscious community that comes together in service of others. Kachara began humbly with small weekly gatherings among Dharma's friends in their homes. The few dedicated students who followed Rinpoche at a time when he barely had anything stuck together through many quiet years with regular meetings to engage in prayers and conduct their own Dharma discussions. With no sponsorship and no permanent venue, there was little but their strong faith in Rinpoche and the preciousness of his teachings to pull them through. It was this tremendous devotion in the early years that has made Kachara what it is today. Kachara: where there is no Dharma, let there be Dhamma. Page 313. Caption of the pictures. Some of the early venues where Rinpoche taught, including Tara House, a rented premise offered by one of Rinpoche's students to host teachings, and Pin Center, an office that was converted into a temporary Dharma center as the need arose. Page 314. Caption of the picture. Some of the first statues that were sold in Kachara Paradise. These early resin statues included Green Tara, Manjushri, Sendongma, Chenrezig, Yamantaka, and Satrap. Kachara began with the founding of the first Kachara Paradise retail outlet in 2000, with the sponsorship of Datuk Wira Eric Tan, a longtime friend and student of Rinpoche. Kechara Paradise was a Dharma store cum mini temple providing information, statues, prayer supplies, and support to many who were new to Dharma and the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. Rinpoche realized that for any Dharma organizations to succeed, it had to be sustainable and reach out to new people. This was when Rinpoche conceptualized Kechara Paradise, an enterprise that could generate income and at the same time draw Malaysians to the Buddha's teachings. It was not the best of times to be starting a new venture, as Malaysia was still shaking off the vestige of an economic recession from 3 years before. However, the protector Dorje Shugden brought about the necessary conditions, and it was not long before a chance meeting in Penang led to the procurement of inexpensive resin statues for sale. Datuk Wira Eric Tan came forward with the rental of an inexpensive third-floor shop lot, and most of the interior furniture, and the rest, as they say, is history. Caption of the picture: the original Kechara Paradise store had its share of honored visitors, such as His Eminence Gelek Rinpoche and His Eminence Kanchen Rinpoche. His Eminence Gelek Rinpoche is the one on the left, and on the right is His Eminence Kanchen Rinpoche. Page 315. Writing history. As there was no Dharma center or temple yet, Rinpoche gave hundreds of hours of informal teachings in this first Dharma outlet, and met many people here for private audiences. Students also rented small homes like Tara House in Kelana Jaya, where Rinpoche would give teachings. As the gatherings grew in size, Rinpoche and some of his close students decided to invest in a permanent base. There was no money, no sponsor, and no one had a property to spare. However, the students were stalwart and tenacious, and soon found a shop lot in the newly developed township of Sunway Mas in Petaling Jaya. In 2004, Kechara House was born, becoming the main temple for the Kechara organization and the central hub for all teachings, pujas, meditation, and study sessions. The caption of the picture: Rinpoche inaugurated the opening of the new temple building, Kechara House, in November 2010. Caption of the picture: the original temple, Kechara House 1, was founded in 2004. Under Rinpoche's guidance, Kechara had since evolved into much more than a temple, and now includes multiple Dharma centers, soup kitchens, a publishing house, comprehensive education programs, an art studio, a film production house, vegetarian restaurants, and a Buddhist retreat center, among many other initiatives, all in less than a decade. Kechara's appeal, like Rinpoche's own multifaceted dynamic life, is in its diversity and ability to meet the varied needs, interests, and aptitude of the modern spiritual seeker. It is akin to how Buddha Shakyamuni taught 84,000 methods to enlightenment. Therefore, at its outermost ring, Kechara is a modern and accessible institution that introduced the Buddha's teachings through secular platforms and activities. As we move closer to the core, the next ring of Kechara is expressed as the perfect blend of monastic values and traditional study in a modern setting. The core of Kechara is a deeply spiritual community that channels its energies into the study, application, and propagation of Lama Tsongkhapa's golden lineage. As you see, the blessings that Rinpoche gives to his students. Page 319, the spiritual community, Kechara. At its heart, Kechara is a spiritual community bound by a common search for liberation and a wish to use our lives for the benefit of all sentient beings. Here, spiritual practice is lived out on a daily basis through a range of activities and personal practice, with volunteers and members lending their talents and skills while developing the valuable spiritual qualities of teamwork, patience, commitment, responsibility, care, and compassion. Inspired by this vision of conscious communities, many Dharma centers and study groups have arisen all across the world, throughout Malaysia, in Indonesia, Nepal, China, UK, and America. Each offers a varied program of pujas, prayer sessions, teachings on Buddhist philosophy, spiritual retreats, and more, thus enabling the development of compassion, wisdom, and clarity that will bring lasting happiness and peace of mind. You see this hanging at our Dukkha apartment, where all the wisdom quote from Rinpoche is stated on the board, creating conscious communities. At the top, you see our prayer hall in Petaling, Sunway Mas, and the caption at the bottom. From left, Sam Rinpoche's Foundation, Incorporated in Los Angeles. Kechara House Ipoh, which is the center picture, and Kechara House Penang, which is the picture on the right. Here's another picture. The caption, Kechara House in Sunway Mas, Petaling Jaya. And with that, I'll end my sharing session today. Before I end it with the prayer, I would like to share with you that on Chinese New Year's Eve, we'll be having activities so that you may be able to usher in prosperity and good fortune for the new year of the boar, and with the special midnight prayers and offerings. There will be two sessions going on simultaneously, one which is at Kechara House, Petaling Jaya, and the other is at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong. It will be on Monday, the 4th of February. The time will be from 11 p.m. until 1 a.m. So you'll be sharing the new year in receiving blessings during prayers. The prayers will be Lama Chopa, and you'll be able to make offerings of candles, and at the Kechara Forest Retreat you may be able to offer incense as well. So hope that you will free your time After your annual dinner with your family and friends, you may be able to join us for this event. If there's anything that you need to inquire about, you may be able to contact the number at Soundwave Mas, which is PJ 03-7803-3908, or in Bentong 09-221-5600. Or you may be able to drop a line at my Facebook, and I'll be able to answer you for any questions that you have. So now, thank you very much for sharing your time with me, and I'll end it with a completion dedication in Tibetan. Jangjuk Sencho Rinpoche, Mage Panam Geyushi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewashu, Toni Towa Rinpoche, Mage Panam Geyushi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewashu, Daso Jini Sapagi Wadi, Tandandro Waguna Gampadang, Jepa Jesu no Sandrapai, Tamping Imporindu Sa Seisho, Ke Waguntu Yanda Lamadan, Drami Joki Palano Jojing, Satam Langi Yote Razone, Doje Changi Ngopangatusu, Ge Wadi Yududa, Lamasan Yudrione, Jowa Chikamalupa. Dehi sala gopashu joki gabusungapa chosu nampape wala geki samasi wadang tunki malu sangwashu dadam sungi dusundan drewa songi latini gewa losantrapai tampayu riva gyushi ni modele sendele ni megunyan dele shi ni sintatu dele pel kunchu sungi jingilo kunchu sungi ngodrusu kunchu sungi trasi sho jesu nama kusenrap tingchi Namka Trini Chuchu Ke Padang, Losam Tempe Dromi Samsungi, Troe Musatato ni Gyushi, Gawe Rawe Kowe Shingamde, Bendandeo Malu Gyuini, Cherenzi, One Tensing Soi, Shapeshi de Badu de Gyushi. Home, Tompe Ngotro Malupa, Dende Dala Salduso, Kodan Dempa Long Chotnam, Kepa Sushik Shukten Sel. Thank you.